Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Lords of Xulima. So last time we defeated the boss of the temple, and I was talking about how I wanted to continue playing to finally wrap up, the final one of the temples for now, the final one that we had access to, and then I was going to do all this stuff in between episodes, and of course we weren't actually quite done with the temple, although eagle-eyed viewers might notice that the previously unexplored rooms are explored. I only took a look, because, well, I did spend time in between episodes grinding the rest of the encounters, both here and in the previous temple. I actually returned there, was reminded of just how annoying that particular teleporter puzzle was. I don't know, it gave me so much trouble the second time around, just as much as the first time. But I was able to clear both of these places out of encounters. Yeah, I mean, just the same that we've seen dozens of before. Nothing to write home about, but good amounts of extra experience. Right, but we weren't quite done looting this place, and, as you can tell from the fact that these two rooms have been accessed, I was able to figure that out. I mean, I was just running around here for half an hour anyway, so I just looked around a little bit more closely, and I think you can already see, I believe this is the button in this very corner that ended up opening the door to the south of that room, but I'll get there. I didn't loot any of them, and both rooms are obviously just optional treasure rooms. Hit points. It's okay. Cathara has actually pulled ahead of Gaspar. I did check that, so I guess hit points are gonna go to him for the time being. Constitution, I mean, same, I guess. And we also have plenty of level ups. I did not spend any of those. So what I did spend a lot of time with, well, not a lot, but some time with, was fiddling around with these levers here, and I'm, well, I guess at this point, since I was able to open both of those remaining rooms without using these levers at all, they were just completely red herrings, that you were just supposed to get distracted from the little button here in the corner. Not quite successfully, but yeah, I was wondering if there was anything at all up with these, and I'm pretty sure I ended up trying all the various combinations, of which there is only a limited number. And yeah, I mean, of course I couldn't know with 100% certainty whether any of the combinations did something somewhere, but oh, did we never loot this place? This person, particularly? I guess not. Well then. Good thing I double-checked that. I guess I missed that while I was running through here previously. Like, even off-camera. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what those levers could possibly do, but yeah, it's pretty obvious that they're just supposed to be a distraction. Anyway, we had found this door before, but not the mechanism. I don't know, I guess I just missed that button. I was once again distracted by the obvious thing, and I thought I looked around a little bit to see if I could find it, but maybe because I knew that the set of levers was there. Did I know that at the time? Actually, maybe I didn't, now that I think about it. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't look a bit more carefully. I guess because I knew there was another room unexplored, unopened, and I figured there might be something more going on later, deeper into the level. Anyway, this is not great. This is also not great. Constitution for you. Max power points for, I guess, Cathara. Gaspar's doing fine in terms of power points, really. Yeah. Anyway. As for this final room, the final room that we hadn't opened before, yeah, it's just this tiny little chamber. And the trick was to see this button here. That's actually, as far as these go, is pretty visible. I guess, once again, they just put the sign here. I was probably just really focused on that, so that plan worked perfectly. Maybe I might actually have been standing exactly here reading the thing, covering up the button in the process. If so, is that the... No, you can't read it from as far away as this, so I don't know. Either way, I did not see that button for some reason, even though I specifically looked at that wall. I guess I was just tired, as I so often am. Strength. I mean, I keep focusing on all of Galen's points only on his accuracy because, you know, obviously he needs that. So I've been kind of neglecting his strength. Guess I'll give him a little bit more of that. Okay, wow. I just guessed completely correctly. Nah, except for the very final one. Oh well. And unidentified. And unidentified. Okay, so these have potential to be... or they're guaranteed to be at least a little bit higher level than the other identified ones that we picked up earlier. Anyway, so that's that. Let's take care of these level ups, and then I guess I'll make my way back to town one way or another, to some town, and let's actually quickly look. So I found this. I really don't know. I don't think I picked up any loot off camera. I specifically left all the chests unopened until now, so in this place, and I don't think the other temple had anything left, so I guess we must have picked this up here somewhere. In fact, I think I remember picking this up from one of the coffins and thinking, you know, it's not going to be useful to us, but I'm still grave robbing, I guess. Even if it's just to sell it. Yeah, we have a potentially useful shield, I suppose, because we still have one shield user. I mean... it would have to be, I don't know what it would have to be for her to actually be able to use it, and for it to be better. It really couldn't be. It's either too heavy, or it's lightweight, but doesn't have the extra resistances. Although, I mean, I guess losing 13 resistances for a really nice armor boost might be worth considering. Because our resistances are good as they are. And she would still be fine for the most part. So maybe. Really heavy armor, we'll see. Could be good. The ring could be good. This is obviously not amazing. Yeah. Oh, and we have plenty of... not here. Why do I keep looking here? Unexplored... unexplored? Unidentified scrolls? Yeah, quite a few actually. I mean, we've seen the names as we pick them up, but... anyway, level ups. Let's see. Do we get... multiple level ups, because yeah, as I said, I did fight a lot of fights. There were a lot of combats left here, and even quite a good number in the other dungeon. So yeah, speed, agility, and Venom Strike, of course, and then these. Okay, only one level up. That's fine. But we're getting pretty close to level 50 here. Well, that's actually kind of exciting. Speed and energy, right? Yeah, everything else is looking fine, and there's really not much of a point in focusing on her combat abilities. Mass heal. Oh, now it shows the cost. What? Wait. It wasn't showing the cost for the previous rank. Now it... Interesting. I don't know if that was just a glitch for that instance of the game that had been running for a while. I did restart the game in between the last recording session and now, so maybe it was just something that needed to be fixed that way, or it's specifically the tooltips for the first two ranks, I guess. And now that we are at this rank, the tooltip just has the proper information. Who knows? Anyway, cost goes up by another 10, and we get another 15 to 25 increase. I mean, that's pretty solid healing for the entire group. Yeah, it's getting more expensive, but just having that option is absolutely worth it. Oh, hey, and she actually did level up twice. Very nice. Well then, I guess that means we're gonna jump straight to mass heal level 4. Yep. Same increase amounts, which means that it just keeps getting more and more efficient. I like that. You get speed, and let's give you a little bit more agility. Weapon Master as well. I guess there's no such thing as your attacks being too accurate, because there's always going to be some high-level enemy that's going to dodge or resist. Then we give you more of that stuff. And you did level up twice. Very good. Just do the same thing again. Okay. She should be very close to Galen, of course. Don't see why she would have fallen behind. Also, more agility. And I guess I've been giving her these protective upgrades because, yeah, nothing else really matters. Hold on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. She had 5 points? Oh, I guess so. There isn't really anything she can get for 1, though. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. We're probably gonna spend some points on some of our coins rather on more training points at some point. I mean, obviously, for now I'm holding onto the money as I talked about a couple of episodes ago, because there are definitely still uses for it, and we're gonna be using it up over time. And eventually there are not going to be any more encounters to refill our coffers. So, you know, and since we don't urgently need more skill points right now, I'm going to not turn the money into skill points. But if it looks like we're really approaching the end of the game, obviously there's no point in hoarding them anymore. Of course, I will have to make sure that I level up at least one more time to be able to make use of these, so I shouldn't wait too long, but, you know, we'll figure something out. Anyway, what are we doing? Oh, right, speed, agility, and more of this. Yeah, sure. Yep, okay, just a little bit behind Galen. You get speed and energy, of course. And bodybuilding, and I guess the fireball, yeah. No further level up for now. Speed, energy. You could absolutely use the bodybuilding, to be honest. That extra HP buffer would certainly be useful. Would it be more useful? I mean, yeah, if he dies, the summons die as well, obviously, so yeah. Making sure that he's not too squishy is definitely a priority, but how valuable would an extra 5% power points or life be, for example? Or even some extra speed? It's hard to say. I kind of want to unlock bodybuilding at least. It feels silly not to at least have that. Sure. And you actually get your second level up as well. More speed and energy. So, you know what? Let's actually make... This is the speed, right? Yeah. This is only +1, though? Jeez. It's getting less and less efficient. Okay, I'm still gonna put 1 point in, and we'll see what the next level gives us. Gonna give him more bodybuilding as well. Like, we just unlocked it. So, let's see where his hit points are at. 258. Okay, he's still behind, but looking a lot better than only a little while ago. Just in absolute numbers, 460. Yeah, okay. I do like those numbers all around. 159 armor. It's pretty good. Still just over 200 attack rating, but yeah, you know, it's respectable. It's not 255, but it's okay. And even Ayali isn't too far behind, surprisingly. All right. Anyway, that was yeah, that's a lot of time spent. That was a lot of time spent leveling up and doing that kind of thing. Anyway, as I said, I'm gonna make my way back out of here to town. You know, recover, refill, sort out the loot. If anything interesting is among it, obviously I'm gonna show it. But if not, you know, I'll just sell everything and whatnot. You know the drill. And then I guess we're going to head into Villach. Maybe I'm gonna take a look. Well, I mean, technically, the encounters in Villach should be easier than the one demon encounter that's blocking the entrance to the final temple. Because technically, well, we have to find the Titan first, right? Fight that one, get the key, deal with any demons that might be in our way in Villach, and then we have to go to the temple. So I guess we can save that one for, you know, for last, for when we actually absolutely have to deal with it. But I remember that there are quite a few of the blue-tinted demons left in Villak itself. So not exactly looking forward to dealing with more of those, but, you know, it has to be done. Anyway, enough rambling. Okay, we're not in Villak, but there is this tiny little clearing that I missed before. And I guess I did find that thanks to my increased exploration skill and map uncoverage radius, because I noticed this harvestable fruit here. That caught my attention somehow as I was just preparing to enter Villak through here. And yeah, I definitely had not been here. This chest was locked. I just went ahead and unlocked it. Just some money inside, but I'll take it. And this fella here has a diamond bastard sword. Well, okay, thanks. I guess I'm not gonna harvest those fruits now because we don't need to. I, of course, went ahead and prepared for this new expedition. Made sure that we had all the necessary basic supplies. Oh, wait, how did I never look around here? I guess that's interesting. I clearly entered from here before. Obviously, in the meantime, I made my way all the way around the north. But I guess I just never connected this here. Interesting, so there is a little bit more to explore. I'm pretty sure there was some nasty-ish group of demons down here that made me not go further there or up from there. I guess I also never actually entered from Nabros. Nabros? Yes. I mean, not after my very first quick peek into the place that killed me very quickly. Okay, so yeah, there are still definitely a couple of places that I've never been, plus a couple of places that I have been, but yeah. What's it say here? Demons. More demons guarding some treasure. That's the Altar of Velvet, for which we don't have the proper special treasure yet. There's this guy. I kind of want to talk to him again and remind myself what that was all about, and if we are maybe supposed to be able to solve that puzzle now. It's interesting that it's not an official quest, but yeah, I want to talk to him again and remind myself what that was all about. Something about, I mean, yeah, proof for no descendants of Kariham remaining. I mean, I don't know how you would prove that, but I was wondering if maybe if it's just a matter of giving him certain information, but I don't remember that being an option. That's the main thing. I don't remember that being a dialogue option that allowed me to enter an answer or something. Maybe that was though. And if there is the Hall of Heroes with all the statues, and maybe some of those descriptions mention Kariham and his descendants, or lack thereof. I don't know. Maybe the fact, yeah, maybe if we find the statue of Kariham and it specifically mentions that he died without any offspring or something like that, maybe that's enough proof. Maybe we just have to read that. Maybe there wasn't an option because I never checked that particular statue, because I did not read all of them. So, you know, a couple of things that I've been wondering about, but since we're here, I will visit the guy again. I guess I can also try fighting him again. We did that once, right? And he just completely destroyed us. He seemed way tougher than any of the enemies. Even way tougher than the Titans we've been fighting, or any of the other recent bosses, if I remember correctly. Just in terms of sheer hit points. So I doubt that we stand much more of a chance now. But you know, all things that I'm interested in checking out. Yeah, that was something. Wasn't there something I wanted to talk about as well before I got distracted by this? Right, I prepared for the expedition, food-wise and whatnot, and I ended up selling all the items that we had because none of it was noteworthy or useful. So yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to mention. Anyway, well, let's see what there is to see here, if anything. Okay, some leftover herbs. This dude here with a unidentified kind of gladius sword. Gladius type sword. Very easy demons, yes. Okay. So not everything that's left here is, you know, completely horrible. That's nice at least. But the fixed encounters probably mostly are. Oh well, we'll have to deal with that. What are the normal hit chances? No, not for you. You don't count. 78% still. Only 78% for 12. 81% for Oron. Jeez. You're bleeding though. Okay. Well, that obviously was trivial. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna be skipping random encounters with enemies that we've fought before, as I have been doing for the most part. Not very consistently, but you know, sometimes at least. Okay, so I guess we've been in here. Yeah, looks like we didn't really miss a whole lot here. Oh, didn't note down this demon, did I? Very easy. Yeah, those are not anything special. I guess I just didn't really feel like fighting them when I was here last time. Yeah. Okay, so as I expected, these demons are really just completely trivial at this point. Their tougher versions obviously are a different matter. Oh god, cure wounds. Wounds? Yes, wounds. Not bleeding, just wounds. Okay, ooh. 18, that looks like we're not going to be taking a lot of shortcuts, a lot of detours. Though, pretty straightforward. Yeah, it has to be. Okay. More money. We'll take that. Almost up to 300,000. Holy crap. Some golden sheet profit boots. Thanks, I guess. Thanks, but no thanks. Did I? No. Sometimes I think I see the cursor change, but I mean, it does change, of course. The arrow changes orientation, I guess, from the corner of my eye. Sometimes I just not quite sure what I was looking at there. How are we ever going to reach that? Is there a path through the lava from somewhere? In that very narrow bit of land that we have not seen, somehow. Zerberl is troublesome. Wait, it says only troublesome? Surely we've dealt with enemies that were considered troublesome before, right? There's just no path, unless... No, I mean, there couldn't be, right? So weird. Maybe we'll just learn how to walk on lava? Hey, buddy. I must have the horn. I have other things to take care of. Do we need to ask him again? La la la. He tells us a story again. Horn with his blood. Come to avenge him. May I drink? I must have the horn. I will not let go of the horn until all the descendants of Kariham are dead. But there are no descendants left. Convince me of this and the horn shall be yours. You have my word as a demon. I defeated all of the impious princes. They were the last... Oh! Oh! Is that all it was? I guess last time I talked to him... Probably 2 of the princes were still alive, right? Yeah, okay. They were the last descendants of Kariham. Prove it, mortal. Very well, they are descended from Kariham through the following lineage in ascending order. Oh. Wait. Arthurian is... Wait. Wait. So, I mean, it would start with Kariham, obviously. Mergante, no, princes are the last. Wait. Mergante? Thondraw? Okay, yeah, maybe Thondraw. I do remember coming across this name. Mergante, maybe. Arthurian was the father of the princes, so that must be the second to last. I don't know about the other 3, but... That's probably information that you can find in the Hall of Heroes, specifically. Pretty sure they are probably among them. But since I know 3 of them, right, Arthurian Princess and Kariham as the first one, I only have to get the order of the other 3 correct. So I'm very tempted to just try and brute force, partially. I'm sure I could just go ahead and look up the information. I mean, I could literally physically walk there and get the information. I could save myself time and look it up, or I can just do it like this, probably, right? Can I back out of this? I cannot. Oh, it's just... that means nothing, don't waste my time. Okay. You can just freely try again. Can we? I must have the horn. Okay, hold on. I can just try again, right? No. I must have blood. Descendants. Prove it very well. Okay, Kariham. I don't know which one I just tried to escape out of the conversation. I don't know which one it picked. I think it might have just picked the last one. Let's try Mergante Thondru Uvatha. Arthurian Princess. That means nothing. Let's see if this is... I mean, I hope I'm not making a silly mistake, but Kariham, we're trying to prove that... actually, Kariham is not necessarily the first in the lineage, right? We just want to prove that his descendants are all dead. Kariham could be the father of Arthurian, who is the father of the princess. Dang it. Well, I'm still gonna try the combinations here. Let's go Mergante Uvatha Thondru, Arthurian Princess. Means nothing. Yeah, actually, I don't know. Wait, no. It's not the one. Stop it. Get out. Let me out of here. I must have the horn. No descendants left. Kariham. So we start with Thondro, Mergante, Uvatha, Arthurian Princess. This is a very patient demon, by the way. Kariham, Thondro, Uvatha, Mergante, Arthurian Princess. Means nothing. Kariham, Uvatha, Mergante, Thondro, Arthurian Princess. Okay, only one more combination. It's very possible that Kariham just isn't the first one. And obviously, Arthurian and the Princess must be the last 2. What? What did I ask? Did I click on anything? Okay, I don't know. Kariham, Uvatha, Thondro, Mergante, Arthurian Princess. Crap. You know what, since the information is in the game, I'm gonna give it a fair shot. Go to the Hall of Heroes, see if I can actually find info on all of these people. I should probably note down their names to know exactly who I'm looking for. That would make sense now, wouldn't it? Let's see. Where's their room? None of these papers. Notes for all kinds of different games, mostly alphabets and stuff. For Greek and for, I think one of them was weird beast script from Lunacid. Anyway, we are trying to find out the order of Kariham, Arthurian, the Princess, just, for completeness sake. Mergante, Thondro, and Uvatha? Close enough, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna make my way there and do some reading, I suppose. And I guess we've looked at some of these on camera. I guess I'll show you the relevant ones if and when I find them. Yeah. Okay, just a little update. Obviously, we're not at the Hall of Heroes. I made my way around this way, looking around a little bit, I spotted another little island in the lava that I don't think I had seen before, maybe? Or maybe I couldn't see quite as much of it, and there are just several, you know, basins with stat increasing liquids, so obviously there's gonna be a way to get there as well. I made my way further down this way and defeated a couple of random encounters, of course. They definitely, I don't know, maybe there might be just the southern half and northern half of the map or something, both of which still have random encounters, but I definitely encountered some much nastier stuff down here than I did up north, but that might also be because I'm just getting closer to the end of the enemy pool. I did not take care of either of these groups because these really do look pretty nasty. In fact, this one is classified as very difficult. I don't know that I've ever even seen that assessment specifically. There's also a demon group actually blocking the altar of Velvet. It looks defeatable, but I opted not to deal with it right now. And I made my way all the way around to here, where we have two of these groups. We had seen them before, but I reminded myself these look somewhat reasonable. I mean, just as far as the enemy types go, really there's just a 10 axis that's still a bit troublesome here. This one is definitely quite a bit tougher. Yeah, anyway, we got some level ups, including Galen to be the first level 50 character. Congrats, I guess. I was wondering if maybe an achievement would pop up or something, but I don't know, maybe I'm not as close to the end of the game as I think I am. There could be more after this point that I'm not even, or you know, after the whole Titans and Temple cleansing that I'm not even aware of. So who knows? Anyway, yes, more Envenom Strikes. And more reflexes, I guess. Yes. And you are the second to reach level 50. And I just do more of these. Yeah, nothing changed there. Speed, energy. Bodybuilding. Save 1 point. Yes. Okay, she was also cursed, unfortunately. And because we had one really nasty encounter with, like, a blue, the Bragolas, whatever, the beefy blue demon, and one of the blue version of these, whichever they're called. Something with a V, I don't know, I keep forgetting their name. It's not important. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty curse. That's probably going to be, or it's definitely going to be expensive to take care of, but we're going to do it. For now, I think, well, I'm just going to fight these demons here, because these should be pretty reasonable. You know, I could have just teleported out or just not went to any new areas, but I figured while I'm here, I'm gonna see how long I can last and just deal with more random encounters and maybe some of these more reasonable fixed encounters too. Anyway, just wanted to show this off real quick. Okay, there we go. I was actually surprised how easily we deal with the Tanaxis even at this point. I was able to basically come up with full mana after this fight, more or less. So that's pretty nice. The same can obviously not be said for multiple of them, plus some of the tougher demons that we encounter here. Well, not some of the toughest anymore, but anyway. Cure wounds, yes. Oh, this isn't even the exit. Interesting. So, to get out of here, we really have to deal with those. I mean, that's fine. Sure, I'll take more money, and yeah, actually at some point we... was it just now? Or was it from the encounter? Honestly, I forget if these even give you gold. I haven't really been paying attention. But we did cross the 300,000 gold mark. Crazy. Okay, 2 Tanaxis, 2 of these guys, Moras, which I haven't dealt with in a while, actually. We'll see how bad they are these days. Morgulars are just obviously super tanky, so annoying for that reason alone. I don't know, should I include one of these encounters on camera? I mean, Inferno helps a lot. Thankfully, most demons are not immune to fire. The Tanaxis are, of course. there's that. I think we're gonna take care of this guy first. Actually, yeah, both of these, because I'd rather not have to deal with too much mana burn. There, I'd like to burn my own mana, thank you very much. It's always tempting to have her do something to these guys in the back row while they're untouchable by everyone else. The thing is, they just dodge so much. It's really annoying. And in one earlier fight I was like putting wounds and wounds on these guys, or it might have been the Tanaxis or the tougher blue guy, I don't know. And they just did not care. It just kept casting spells just fine with 20, 30 wounds on it. It seems a little bit unfair, I don't know. I feel like at least spell failure should be a little bit more common with that amount of wounds, but oh well. Maybe it just works differently for enemies, or I was just not getting very lucky. Anyway, I guess I'll just have her shoot them a little bit. It's not like... Well, I mean, I would like to make them bleed, but they're so likely to just avoid the shurikens that it feels hardly worth it. Guess we're gonna go with an aura of protection, because why not? We can do this again, so might as well. You can unfortunately and somewhat surprisingly not drain a ton of mana from these guys. That is, not all at once. They do seem to have a pretty large mana pool. Try Shuriken. Okay, it worked actually, and that's some pretty decent bleeding damage. I should probably try to get at least one going on each of them. That should help quite a bit by the time we get to actually fight them in melee. Should soften them up quite nicely. You can keep working on this guy here. I mean, what definitely helps is that we are just really fast compared to most of these lower level demons. Let's see, you can drain... Yeah, you can actually drain quite a bit from the Cabruses. The Dubruses. Okay, well, there's a drain. That's okay. See, that's a wasted shuriken. And a turn, of course. Oh well. This guy's gonna retreat... Well... Actually, this is not ideal. He's gonna retreat to either... behind either this one or this one. Which means that they're gonna be pretty annoying to get to. Oh well. Actually, it's not that bad, but... Nah, it's pretty bad, because only 2 melee characters will be able to attack him there. It's not like we're taking a ton of damage here, but summon Nimona anyway. I'm gonna rest after this encounter for sure. Hit him while we can. Okay, well, that was not a whole lot. And yeah, now he's tucked away all the way in the corner, and he's not gonna leave. Unless... Ooh, I wonder... Well, maybe it might just happen, because these guys are so tanky. Yeah, why don't we focus on this guy for now? There's some more Inferno from Velyakan, thank you. He's actually out of mana, so it might be worth restoring. Even though he's still gonna be around for a long time. Okay, let's try Shuriken again. Okay, better. Didn't miss this time. Yeah, you just focus on this guy. Restore Velyakan so he can do something again. Yeah. Turns out these Momuras can't really do much to us. That's nice. Okay, Inferno. More Inferno. Heck yeah, these guys are gonna die before the Morgulus does, which means this Tanaxis is gonna go to the front line, and this one is going to retreat behind his friend, and then we have them both in the middle, which is perfect. I mean, obviously one is gonna be hiding behind the other, but we can only really... And we want to focus on one at a time anyway. Try it again. More bleeding. Just to speed this slow fight up. Any way that we can. Even this guy keeps dodging us. Well... How much can you drain from these? Okay. Some amount. That's 144 burning damage, holy crap. Please hit. Thank you. Alright. Getting there, slowly but surely. Oh, Nimola's dead. Well, that's fine. We can resummon. Okay. Finally get rid of that guy. Oh. That's the worst. I'm so dumb. The plan was to have these die before the Bragulas did, or the whatever. Can I go back one turn, please? Oh my god. This is exactly what I didn't want to have happen then. Yeah. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, well, it's fine. It's just gonna make things take even longer than they need to. It's, you know... Whatever. Yeah, burned to death already. Ugh. So unnecessary. At least we hit here. And here. Well, drain some mana so you can do something. Oh, right. Okay, that was gonna happen. Yeah. Of course, I knew that was gonna happen. It's still annoying, of course, but, I mean, I guess... Yeah, well... Gonna switch you around so Oron and Galen can keep attacking. Obviously, they are the most important melee attackers here. Yeah, Valyakan, they're immune to fire. You should know that by now. You can't really do much. I guess heal a little bit. Yep. And that's gonna be the rest of the fight. They're really not that scary anymore. They're just super annoying to hit. For no reason. I could have had Cathar do something, actually. I mean, they're going down, but, you know, it's just... so many hit points, and combined with such a dodge chance. They're just designed to be extra obnoxious. Okay. No, that's... No, actually, whatever. Just do anything. There we go. 12,900, I mean, that's good experience. Not gonna say no to that. Did anyone level from that? Nope. Not even. Oh, interesting. I guess I never made it far enough to even see those demons when I first entered through here. We died that quickly from the environmental damage. Did we get this? Perception. We maxed that out a while ago, so... Thanks, I guess. Oh well, yes. Get me out of here. Well, I mean, I guess I could stick around and do some more random encounters, but I can also take a bit of a break from that place, get rid of this curse and whatnot, and actually make it to the Hall of Heroes, as I said I would. Okay, so we're finally here, and, well, there is the statue of Kariham. However, none of the other names on the list, or the other names that I need to order, are among the people depicted here. I didn't read through every single one, just on the off chance that some just passingly mentions who is the son of who, or something like that. But, I mean, it's clear. Arthurian, the princes are the sons of Arthurian. So those must be the last two steps in the lineage. I don't know where we even learned that Arthurian was a descendant of Kariham in the first place, because it certainly doesn't mention anything about Kariham's direct descendant here. I was really hoping that maybe it might at least give us, you know, the name of his son. However, there is a mausoleum of King Mergante, so yeah, Mergante was a king, that makes sense, of course. And I wonder if I've also come across the names Thondra and Yuvatha as the names of, you know, in the names of some of these mausoleums. The problem is, I also looked through my journal just to see, like, there is some information on the Impious Princes confirming, well, that Arthurian is their dad, and, you know, in the end, what happened to them and whatnot. Again, I couldn't find any mention of Cariham at all in that, or any of the other descriptions. And that's really all the lore that we get. I was hoping that maybe among the notes for other maps, the mausoleums would show up here, but they don't. I guess we don't get... This can't be the full list, including every single dungeon, right? I mean, the temples are there, the towers are there. Even the rat cave is here. So are there, does that mean that there just aren't any notes? That there isn't any lore in any of the mausoleums? Since the one of Morgante, who is one of the people of interest here, right, is on the same map, I'm gonna go ahead and revisit just to make sure that I didn't just miss something. But yeah. But the problem is, which one was it? Nagira? No, Pernicia. I saw this and wondered, wait, there was no writing anywhere in the desert, and indeed, there are no stored notes for this map. So even a map with no notes would show up here, yet the mausoleums don't? Maybe because they're somehow not listed here? Anyway, I also don't specifically remember really finding any writing in any of them. Maybe there was? I don't know. So, again, since one of them is literally right here, I'm gonna go check that out, and then we'll see if that gives us any relevant information. I guess one more thing I could do is talk to the trainers, the skill trainers, and the priestesses, because they had some options to ask about the area, and maybe one of those people gives you some information on some of these people, some of these historical figures that I would have read at one point, but obviously didn't remember or don't remember now. Yeah, I don't know where else we're supposed to find this information. I was really thinking that the Hall of Heroes is the obvious answer here, but I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go ahead and read through all of these one more time, but most of them seem completely unrelated. Daniel the Giant Killer. Many of them have, or some of them have, kind of suspicious names, right? Right. I mean, this one, Paxvari, sounds like a fantasy name that kind of fits into this universe, but there's obviously Righteous Fire and one or two others that seem like they're... I mean, Julian is kind of a pretty normal name. R.K. Elspeth? I don't know. There could be a pun in there that I don't get. Or some reference. Some in-joke. I don't know. Or it could just be a name. This one is missing the title. And I thought, wait, is this one different? No, but it's about this guy, Valadur. Right? Valadur? No, wait. Which one is it? Yeah, Valadur. Right. But I did read this one, and none of the other names are mentioned in that one. Forwalk. It's a bit weird. Catfile, I don't know. Could be normal. Lord Douglas George Fleury? Come on, that's not a normal name. Felicitas, sure, maybe. Carrion. Zaruk. Kino? I don't know, that one's a bit odd. Doesn't really sound like a name from this universe necessarily. Domasier? I don't know. Also a bit suspicious. George? Where's Bob? Jim? Bob? I don't know. Mela. Yeah, I don't know. It's mostly plausible enough names. Some of them are a bit mundane, weirdly mundane and non-fantasy. And obviously then there is Righteous Fire and, maybe one or two of the others that seem like they could be, maybe Kickstarter rewards, people put into the game. I don't know if this is Kickstarted or anything like that, but, maybe some supporters or friends of the authors, or who knows. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't seem like there is really any relevant lore here except for Karaham himself, but again, even that one doesn't tell us anything about his legacy. So yeah, I'm kind of running out of ideas here, starting to grasp at straws, unless the mausoleums actually lead to something. Well, we're in here now. That's the final chamber. There used to be a lich or something guarding this, I remember. Yeah, no writing though. No writing at the entrance. No notes for this place. So, I don't know. We know that this guy exists, but, I mean, we knew that before. That he was a king. But, and I'm back to thinking that Kariham must be the first one, right? Because that's the one we care about. We don't care about his forefathers at all. Kariham is the one who made a deal with Zabraluz, the demon, and betrayed him. And, you know, that's why Zabraluz has swore revenge on Kariham and his descendants. So, but I have to choose all of the names, right? I can't just say, yeah, it's just Kariham, Aetherian, the princess. The others are just red herrings, because I have to pick every single name on that list, and I just have no idea where I'm supposed to get the information from, where Mergante, Thondra, and Yuvatha fit into that. I mean, I thought I came across the names before, but at the very least, Mergante, well, we came across the name here, in the mausoleum of Mergante. So, yeah. I mean, apparently this guy was from this area, so there is still a chance that someone in town, someone in the Oasis, you know what, let's just head there, Varascal. That someone in town is going to tell us something about him.
Allow me to bless you.
The temple, indestructible creature. What is the Hall of Heroes? The treasure that is guarded within the Hall of Heroes. The Hall of Heroes. Yes. Over race. Blah blah blah. Shonari. Ogres. Dragon Mortcore. Okay, and what was the treasure? The access to the Tower of Sorcery. Right. Kirion. Oh, Kirion was the priest, right, okay. Is there a temple? I mean, yes. It's also been cleared by now. But I guess she didn't really acknowledge that, did she? It was ravaged. Something happened inside. Yeah, okay. Doesn't seem like she has anything relevant for us. Where's the guy? Ah, he is down here.
Welcome.
Drop board? No. The region? All of Heroes. That is not very helpful. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, the info must be somewhere, right? And it wouldn't make sense if it had been just in some dialogue with the princess. Maybe, I don't know, some of them were quite chatty and gave me a lot of pretty rambling exposition and whatnot. I mean, most of them were kind of just deranged and, you know, seemingly just spouting nonsense or trying to deter me, or maybe they were even onto something about, you know, me being only manipulated for some reason that I don't understand. We might actually be working for the bad guy, obviously, but, you know, that I'm absolutely ready for that kind of twist in the end. Or who knows, maybe the princes were just mad. But if any of them mentioned, you know, these other names and their lineage, their predecessors, then I don't know, and I have no way of looking up past dialogue like that, right? Unless I'm dumb. Main story is just that. Missions, cleared missions, notes for maps, party set. Yeah, no. Not as far as I can tell. And I sure didn't take any notes, because why would I about those kinds of things? So, I mean, I can return to the other towns and just see if any of their NPCs offer any more help. But if not, I think, unfortunately, I don't know. It seems like it should be brute forceable just by having half of the information right, but I might be making some sort of logical mistake. Mistake? Logical mistake. Logical error. The famous tunnel vision again. Might be striking again. I don't know. This one really seems gettable. But I'm afraid as soon as I try to look up even, you know, the lightest hints, I'm just gonna find the answer spelled out. I don't know if anyone would have... If I would be able to find, you know, a subtle hint as to where to find the information in the game itself. Which is what I would absolutely prefer to do. For once. But, well. Okay, another update, and so I found the Mausoleum of King Uvatha right here, and I figured I'd check this one out just to see, because it was I checked a couple other maps with mausoleums but those were of people who aren't on our list of VIPs. But then I saw Uvatha and I figured, you know, might as well walk up here, and pretty much by coincidence, I just happened to hover over the mausoleum itself, getting this tooltip, and yeah, I guess that's been a thing, hasn't it? It's just so strange. I don't think there's any information inside the actual mausoleums. I mean, I didn't double check here, but there certainly didn't seem to be in the one for King Mergante. However, I guess just on the outside, you have to look at the outside of each mausoleum, and you have to be there in person because it's not on the map or in the notes or anything. And there, it actually gives you their birth and death dates, I suppose, and some information. The extra information here doesn't seem strictly relevant, but I mean, we should, if we can just get the dates for each of them, that should give us the proper order. And maybe I just didn't try the one order that was actually correct. I mean, I thought I tried all the combinations. I wrote them down too. There are only 6 combinations, unless I'm dumb. How to order specifically Mergante, Thondro, and Uvatha, because I assume that the rest of them are correct and in fixed positions. But again, I could be wrong. I don't know that we saw a mausoleum for King Arthurian himself, or for Cariham, but I guess I'll double check. And I'm gonna take another look at Mergante just to get his dates. And I'm pretty sure that we saw Thondro at one point. So, yeah, I know. It annoys me that I wasted so much time in the pursuit of this one puzzle. I guess we did some other things in the episode as well, but it feels like most of it was just spent with me standing in place, like right now, like I'm doing literally right now. Just talking and repeating things and, you know, really getting nowhere. So, I'm gonna pause again. I'm gonna, I guess, find all the mausoleums, or at least all the relevant ones. And, yeah, hopefully that should give me the information. That's gotta be what you have to do. Just go by those dates. And, yeah, maybe you can find you can find the mausoleum for each one of them, including Cariham and Arthurian, perhaps. Maybe I just didn't really pay attention to how important those names were supposed to be in the lore. Yeah. And obviously we know that the princes are definitely the last in line. Yeah, anyway, this is gonna be a little bit of a longer episode, but again, I want to finish this now, so sorry. Oh, look who it is! The Mausoleum of King Cariham, right here in Devonia. And this one actually outright tells you that he was the father of Mergante. I mean, I don't know if I ever really looked at this tooltip when I was here. Maybe I just picked the door and headed straight inside without even ever reading this. Or maybe this is where I technically read this information and read the name Mergante. Well, again, we've been to Mergante's mausoleum before, so I would have come across the name either way. Anyway, I mean, yeah, we don't really need the dates for him here, but I guess I'm gonna write them down anyway. 112 to 205. So then we know that Mergante is number 2. And well, I could have the notes, the dates for Mergante already, but I'm gonna just head back there. And I suppose as soon as we have those, well, I'm still gonna see if I can find Thondro and maybe even Arthurian, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'll see if I can find the rest of them, just to make absolutely sure. Okay, here we have the Mausoleum of King Thondro. So I had obviously not come across that name as well. This is all the way over here in Karaga. And this one again tells us explicitly that Thondro was the father of Yuvatha. So it has to be... I mean, I know for sure that I tried that exact order, so what's going on here? Cariham 1, Mergante 2. Mergante is Cariham's son. We have that specifically. I'm gonna double check Mergante's mausoleum, but we know that Thondro is the father of Yuvatha, so obviously Yuvatha comes after Thondro. Thondro must come after Mergante. So it's gotta be 3, 4. Mergante, Thondro, Yuvatha, right? Am I dumb? Am I making some weird mistake here? Anyway, 210 to 318. Actually, they all grew pretty old, didn't they? Well, not Cariham himself. I mean, yes. He was also pretty old when he died, but not over 100 years old. Huh. I keep wondering, whose mausoleum did we find on the island? Not that the map will tell me, but... Was that Arthurian's? It actually might be. I mean, that could give us maybe the last bit of information that I'm still missing somehow. Because I know that I tried the exact order that seems to be correct, judging by the dates that I have right now. Okay, I mean, this basically just confirms what we already knew at this point. Mergante, we know from Cariham's tomb, is the son of Cariham. So the first direct descendant. And Mergante is the father of Thondro, who's the father of Yuvatha. So now, if we find Arthurian's tomb, and that one tells us that he is the son of Yuvatha, then I don't know. I swear I've picked that exact order in the dialogue with Zabraluz, or Shabraluz, or whatever. And apparently that wasn't correct, so I don't know. Anyway, let's see what that island mausoleum actually was. Okay, I'm not on the island, but I was there, and it turns out that that was actually the mausoleum of Queen... what's her face? Forget the name, but she was the wife of King Cariham, and all her epitaph told us was that she was the mother of Mergante, but we knew that, of course, from Cariham's own tomb. And in fact, well, I only quite late did I remember that the first mausoleum we ever came across was actually inside Velagarn, which is why I kind of forgot to check this one for the longest time. This is Queen Indaris, and I was actually hoping to find King Yuvatha's wife, to see if her mausoleum would mention, you know, her son, Arthurian, hopefully, but it doesn't. So neither Yuvatha nor his wife's tombs mention Arthurian at all. And I'm pretty sure I have all of the tombs accounted for. Some of them I didn't visit, but I saw them on the map and saw the names. And I didn't check the queens because I thought that only the kings were important. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure that, like, there are 8 tombs, and it's one for each of the 4 kings on my list, except for Arthurian. So Cariham, which makes sense because Arthurian only died kind of recently, just before the princes took over. Right, when the whole current disaster started, that's why the princes are so upset and were wreaking all the havoc. We learned that because it's because of their father Arthurian was robbed of his immortality and then died subsequently. So it would make sense that there isn't a mausoleum for him yet, because he only died somewhat recently, and also the princes are hoping, or were hoping, I guess they're dead too now, but they were hoping that they would revive, or that Yule would revive their father as a reward for their services, something like that. Anyway, so we have mausoleums for Cariham, Mergante, Thondro, and Yuvatha, and their respective wives. So we have the order for those four. And yeah, Arthurian and the princes come after that, obviously. Unless I'm completely out of my mind. So, I'm going to return to the demon one more time and see if I just misclicked or whatever. And because if this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna go ahead and straight up look at the solution. Because, I don't know, to me this is perfectly logical, and yeah, the information is in the game. It's a bit, yeah, you know, putting the information, the relevant information, only in the tooltips for the mausoleums on the overworld, but not in any actual notes that you can look up, not inside the actual places. It's a bit odd, but, you know, the information is there. So, you know, fair enough. But, yeah, I don't know. I swear I tried what seems to be the correct solution before, but maybe I am just losing my mind. Okay, we're here. And also, I actually just talked to this guy before just to make sure that I didn't make some sort of silly mistake that I so like to make. And this is, of course, this makes no sense to me. In ascending order, not descending. So we start with the princes and go back in time, right? That's what they mean by that, obviously. Why they would do it like that, I don't know. We care about Cariham's descendants. So I had the order correct to begin with, or rather, well, yeah, I had the order of the succession and whatnot correct. I was just asked to pick them in reverse for some reason, and of course I skipped that one crucial word and just didn't pay attention to that. That led me on this wild goose chase that only confirmed what I already knew and almost drove me mad. Okay. It's fine. Let's see. This should work. Princess, Arthurian, Yuvatha, Thondro, Mergante, Cariham. It's true! His line ended when you defeated the 4 children of Arthurian. Somehow telling you that proves it, so you knew already? I just confirmed what you already knew? You jerk. The word of a demon is immortal. Like your existence. Like our existence, not mine, yeah. Not quite. The horn is yours. Thank you, Jabrelus. Your integrity honors your race. Yeah, we're gonna continue slaughtering your race now, if you don't mind. You have found a special treasure. Oh my god. This could have happened half an hour ago. The horn of the demon Shabraluz, the most powerful and oldest of his kind. Even now, separated from his body, the horn glows with orange light and is warm to the touch. You drink greedily from the horn until it's empty. There is no more blood. It's completely dry. Your body feels completely revitalized. Nice. Okay. Hit point, power point, skill point? Is that what we got from the first sip? Without my power, the horn has run dry, but it will be a great item for you to treasure in memory of our friendship. Or to sacrifice at the nearest altar as soon as we possibly can. What? Why didn't you tell me before that this would happen? Don't make me regret it. Take the horn and go. Okay. And now... Can we fight this guy still, if we want to? I mean, it's a demon literally just sitting there. We are foolish. It's true. Wait. Sipping the contents of the horn that he no longer has. Oh, come on. Who are you? Okay, no more option to fight him. I don't know if I should be upset about that. I guess I kind of wanted to see But the episode is already way too long. Way longer than it needed to be. Oh, it's so dumb. It's such a typical me thing to do. To get hung up on absolute details and missing the one crucial point that made everything completely pointless. And of course, some of you would have spotted that ages ago, and I'm sorry. It must be extremely frustrating. This is the kind of thing that frustrates me to no end when I watch other people let's play and be stupid. But of course, it just happens. I know that. It's just the kind of thing that happens when you try to do multiple things. Well, especially when I do multiple things at once. Like, you know, playing a video game and talking at the same time, I guess. It's just what it is. You know, we did solve it in the end. I kind of want to fight him. I didn't save after getting the horn, right? This is still from before talking to him. No, it's not. Wait, I did save after that? I'm dumb. Okay, well, in that case, we have the horn now. I don't know if we could have defeated him and gotten the horn that way, but we didn't need to. We got it the more interesting way, I suppose. I think it's a little bit lame that we can't kill this powerful, clearly evil, if honorable, demon. Just because he's a demon, and we're slaughtering literally every other demon without a second thought. But this one, nope, this one's our friend now. Okay, you know, it's fine. Anyway, I need to break, clearly. I need to slaughter more demons. We can't walk straight up to the altar, unfortunately, because there is a pretty powerful group of demons guarding it. But I will just run around and deal with more random encounters, I suppose, and maybe also deal with any fixed encounters. Well, I mean, I will have to do that eventually anyway, so maybe I will just slaughter them all. And, you know, redirect my rage that I feel towards Shabraluz, who's unfortunately immune to my attacks, at all his brethren. And, yeah, then maybe we can take a look at what's inside this lake of lava. I'm assuming that this tough group of demons here is guarding the entrance to the actual inside of the lava lake. I'm not sure how that works still, because I don't think there's a visible bridge behind them or anything like that. But maybe there's just some sort of invisible path. Either way, I mean, there's clearly the one gap in the you know, in the border of the lake, the kind of rocky border that's being guarded by these guys. So I'm assuming that those are the ones that I actually need to defeat. And those are the ones that are classified as very difficult. So yeah, looking forward to that one. But before that, we still have a couple more encounters, maybe another level up to grab. And yeah. Anyway, long story short, I will see you all next time. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.